Welcome to the Wellness and Wahala podcast. This is a podcast for wellness and Wahala warriors who are a winner, world changer, wise, and winsome. They are dedicated to tackling Wahala, which means issues and problems in Nigerian pidgin for the good of humanity. Our tribe of subject matter experts in our village are a voice to the voiceless. Like you know, the African proverb, it says it takes a village. So we have a tribe of supporters that we will be interviewing on our show. Oya, join me, the former diplomat and public health advisor, Dr. Tomi Ademokun, better known as Oma Oba, as I give you the best public health and wellness and Wahala gist with wonderful people and guests, my VIPs, using their compassion to take action to put us on a pathway to a Wahala-free life. Bless up. Dr. Tomi, better known as Ama Aba. How you day? Waiting day happen. It's been a while, but your girl is back. I was sick, but Jehovah Jireh, he provided my healing. Jehovah Rapha, yes. So all glory to Baba God. Anyways, let's jump right to it. Today, November 2nd, is the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. So if y'all don't know, let me drop some facts. Did you know from 2016 to the end of 2020, 2016 to 2020, entering the pandemic area in 2020, we were in a pandemic, COVID-19 global pandemic. 400 journalists were killed for their work while on the job, y'all. 274 journalists were imprisoned in 2020, the highest yearly total in 3 decades. 3 decades, y'all, 30 years, okay? Only 13% of cases recorded by UNESCO since 2006 are currently considered judicially resolved. So those people that have journalists that have took it to the courts, international courts, everything, and said, look, they have been mistreated as journalists. Only 13% of those cases have been recorded resolved. So that's a big gap, okay? How can only 13%? That means 87% is still unresolved. 73% of women journalists surveyed had experienced online violence in the course of their journalist work. So, of course, women journalists are even more vulnerable. The theme of today, so today is the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists, by the United Nations observance. And the theme for today is countering threats of violence and crimes against journalists to protect freedom of expression for all. Now, ending impunity for crimes against journalists is one of the most pressing issues to guarantee freedom of expression and access to information for all citizens. Like real journalists that actually, speak the truth and try to dig for the truth and expose corruption and rubbish, they are under attack. Like they basically are frontliners laying down their lives to provide access to information for all to see and freedom of expression. Between 2006 and 2020, once again, over 1,200 journalists have been killed for reporting the news and bringing information to the public, y'all. And in 9 out of 10 cases, the killers go unpunished. So that's a shame, okay? Impunity leads to more killings and is often a symptom of worsening conflict and the breakdown of law and judicial systems, according to the United Nations. While killings are the most extreme form of media censorships, journalists are also subjected to countless threats ranging from kidnapping, torture, other physical attacks to harassment, particularly in the digital sphere. Cyberbullying is another one. Threats of violence and attack against journalists, y'all, it's been just too much. In particular, We need to create a climate of fair for media professionals, impeding the free circulation of information, opinions, and ideas for all citizens. Women journalists are particularly impacted by threats and attack, notably by those made online by all these cyberbullies. According to the United Nations discussion paper, it says the chilling global trends in online violence against women journalists. It quotes 73% of the women journalists surveyed said they have been threatened, intimidated, and insulted online in connection with their work, y'all. Okay? That's too much. 73%. That's a hot mess. In many cases, the rest of violence and attacks against journalists are not properly investigated. Going back to my previous statistics of even the ones that are reported, only 13% of them are resolved judicially. This impunity embodies the perpetrators for the crimes and at the same time, or emboldens the perpetrators of the time, y'all, because they feel like, oh, nothing for to happen. And at the same time has a chilling effect on society, including journalists themselves, and causes a lot of damages, serious human rights abuses on journalists, and a lot of corruption and crimes that have been committed against journalists. I know there's so many stories around the world. So please, share your journalist stories that you have experienced, either positive or negative, with the hashtag Truth Never Dies and the hashtag Wellness Wahala. Once again, this is the 10-year anniversary of the United Nations Plan of Action on the Safety of Journalists. And their milestone plan was to reaffirm and recommit and reposition our efforts to advance the safety of journalists. But unfortunately, it's been a hot mess, and I have told you a lot of the statistics of like 274 journalists were imprisoned in 2020 alone. The highest yearly total in 3 decades, in 30 years, y'all. And 73% of women journalists surveyed had experienced online violence in the course of their work, y'all. That's just a hot mess. So it takes all of us. Journalism is a public good, and we must protect it. So please, share your comments. Use hashtag End Impunity, Truth Never Dies, and Wellness Wahala. I'm going to leave you with the African proverb of the week called "Peace is costly, but it is worth the expense." Once again, peace is costly, but it is worth the expense. And a Kenyan African proverb that says, "Don't celebrate war, cry for peace." We're going into the last quarter of the year. I started off this year, 2020, with 21 days of praise and prayer and worship. And, praise is our weapon this season. This is the end quarter. We're hearing of all types of senseless murders and just death and disability and danger. It will not be our portion in the mighty name of Yeshua. So we need to commit these last days into prayer and praise and even fasting. So I hope you will join me. The anchor scriptures will be Psalms 91, Psalms 23, God is our protection, Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, Exodus 14:14, the Lord will fight for us. Okay? We don't need to do anything but commit it to him. And Psalms 46:10, be still and know that he is God. So once again, those will be our anchor scriptures, and a lot of praise. Because in this season, the enemy is trying to do a lot. But don't look at your, your circumstance. We have to look up to God. And y'all, I pray for healing for all those that are being sick. I'm just recovering, but I give God the glory. He's Jehovah Rapha, our healer, Jehovah Jireh, the Lord our provider, which leads me to the song of the week that I will play by Limo Bays, Lecrae, and Happy, one of my favorite songs, Jireh, my provider. So you all, I wish Wahala this week, and bless up.